Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants. And I'm gonna rant about more retarded shit. The gamer Devolver drops sales expectations, stock prices plummet. Well, that was expected, wasn't it? You go woke, well, you get fucking broke. Or the other way around, you get woke, you go broke. It's not necessarily a 100% rule, but still, it's quite very close to that. One moment, please, let me go and explain, because there is one tiny little image here in the goddamn fucking article that really illustrates how bad the woke retard shit went. See, that's this little dude here, seeing my mouse cursor on top of... Wang! Lo Wang! Yes! From Shadow Warrior 3. Turns out that they not only decided to skimp on the game mechanics and things like that made the game a bit longer. It's just probably less than 10 hours of gaming or less. But they decided the last goddamn fucking moment, allegedly, that they needed to go woke and replace the voice actor, which was a white dude doing the accent of a Japanese guy. Yes, because Lo Wang in this version of the rebooted Shadow Warrior is Japanese, not a Chinese version, which is the first Shadow Warrior, which you can play in Redux, and things like that. So this one is Japanese, and they decided to go all the way in woke, so they found someone who is half Asian. I think it was Korean, or was it Chinese? Either way. He's definitely not even Japanese, but they went on to actually make the accent of a Japanese and sucked the soul right out of the character. And that was on goddamn fucking November last year. Yes. Guess what happened? Yeah, the game got delayed for a couple of months, I think up until February or March. It got delayed because they actually had to re-record the voices. How do you know that? Because in November they actually released the trailer, you still had the old voice. And then suddenly, somewhere between in November to the release date, in which they actually released one trailer next, a couple of weeks before the release of the game, and suddenly his voice was completely different. And it lost that soul, it lost that spunkiness, that joke that it had. It lost all the soul that made the game fun to play. Because they went woke. Guess what happened? Universally banned. Not only by fans of the original who refused to buy like me. I was ready to pre-order that goddamn fucking shit. But as soon as I saw the trailer and realized, wait, why is Lo Wang sounding so damn different? It doesn't feel. Lo Wang, what's wrong? Am I going nuts? Suddenly, I saw the old trailer and researched a little, and guess what? There you go. Voice replacement. And there you go. And then we have the woke, the normal stuff that you see in the company going on. But let's go on and read the article. The price of a share of Devolverdigital is down by 47% after the publisher announced to the investors that the sales were much slighter than expected in the first 5 months of this year. I think a big contributor to that was Shadow Warrior 3. This fell in value over the course of only a couple of hours to a new low of 72.5 or about 88 cents. Let me put it this way, if they make Shadow Warrior 4 and it's still using the same actor of Shadow Warrior 3, you can completely forget about it. I'm not even purchasing it. You can cry, you can moan, you can actually throw a temper tantrum, you can go and protest, you can threaten. Yes, there have been some threats. Not because of Shadow Warrior, but then let's assume they do it. And I'll overdose these things, and I'm not going to spend money on it. Unless you purchase it for me, and then I'll say, hey, it's free stuff. I'm not gonna say no. But I'm not spending money on this garbage, if that's what you're thinking. My money is too precious for this shit. Anyway, but sales on your games released in the first 5 months of fiscal year 2022 have been slower than expected and reflecting a competitive release window in specific factors for this title which are being actively addressed for future titles. End quote. Devolverdigital said in a statement. Will they actually listen to the real fans of Shadow Warrior? That we actually hated the new voice actor and that you should actually return to the old voice actor? You know, of course not. You actually think companies like Devolverdigital would actually care what the fans want? Would actually care what the players want? No, they only want one thing, to appease the demographic that is super loud, super goddamn obnoxious on goddamn fucking Twitter. That's the only demographic they goddamn fucking care. They don't care about anybody else, even if they lose money on that, because they are afraid of getting cancelled. Goddamn fucking morons, fucking retards, butt-sniffing, cocksucking, fucking idiots. Right. The company put the blame for its poor performance in terms of sales on a variety of different factors, including intense market competition. At the same time, there has been an expected step up in amortization costs related to the heavier investment games per release, as well as an increase in general operating expenses due to inflation, headcount, and marketing. Spend less time hiring new actors to re-record goddamn fucking lines to a game that was already pretty much done. If you released the game last year with a voice actor as it would just be bad because the game was lackluster in gaming. Or lackluster in quantity of stuff for you to do, and all of those things on mechanics. You wouldn't be pan and lost also the sales of a goddamn fucking Shadow Warrior fans like me. You wouldn't have lost it. But you did. So you lost double. The people who actually found the game to be sucky, other people decided not to buy that because it's sucky, and you lost the Shadow Warrior fans, which would have still purchased the game even if it was sucky, because we actually like the character. Well done, well done. Devolverdigital is expecting the revenues earned in its current fiscal year will be up at least 30% to about 185 million. The company predicted that its earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization would grow by at least 15% around. Don't care. The publisher said that the most of its sales will be coming in its back catalog to previously released games. The board expects revenue and profits to be weighted towards the second half of the fiscal year 2020, supported by highly anticipated new titles, really strong demand from subscription platforms, and continued evergreen back catalog sales at year end. Suck a cock. Devolverdigital was trading on London stock between 185 pence. Don't goddamn fucking care. The company revealed the highly acclaimed games last year like Loop Hero, Death's Door, Encryption. Devolver put together a strong lineup of releases this year as well as including Track to Yummy, Weird West. Weird West seems to be interesting, but Shadow Warrior 3, you can goddamn fucking forget about that goddamn shit game. You went woke. You destroyed the franchise. Now you're reaping what you have goddamn fucking sown. Well done, Devolverdigital, well done. You played yourself in this one. You could have gotten slightly more sales on Shadow Warrior 3 if you actually kept the fans of the original as fans, as customers. And you could have actually saved a bit more money if you actually didn't actually have to spend money on a new goddamn fucking voice actor, which I suppose costed way more than the original low-one voice actor. I'm talking the original, the Shadow Warrior remade, the rebooted version, not the original one, which ended up dying, unfortunately. So, well done, Devolverdigital. Well fucking done. And that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night.